Today we are going to be playing Katawa Shoujo again. And yeah, so let's begin. Akamichi taps her fingers on the desk to get Misha's attention. They gesture back and forth to each other excitedly. The hands are blur. Misha seems a little overwhelmed. Sorry about that. Shi-chan wants you to know that she's the class rep. So if there is anything you need to know, you can feel free to ask her. Do you like the school so far? We can show you around a little if you haven't had the time to walk around and familiarize yourself with it. Misha stumbles with the hard word a bit, making it stick out in her otherwise fluid translation. Thanks, that would be pretty helpful. Yeah, I just kind of came straight to class today. Haha. That's no good. You should always try to learn as much as you can about where you're going before you go there. Not just for school either. Always. Even if it's a trip to the convenience store. Really, Shi-chan? Haha. Learn about where you're going. I guess I didn't bother to do that, or just didn't care enough to do so. I don't look forward to this, even if I committed myself to go along with it half-assedly. But anyway, I don't say anything, and Misha signs something that ends in a shrug. What was that? It seems like it was about me. I feel like slumping over in my seat, both of them smiling, but that shrug hit me unexpectedly deeply. You look down. Are you okay? Don't take it the wrong way, please. I hate it when people are afraid to ask questions. That's how people learn things, by asking. Asking for help is perfectly normal, as much as needing help. Stop looking like you just failed a test. Wahaha. Alright. And another thing. Oh. Okay. Okay. Maybe Shizuna would be more appropriate. Yep. Shizuna is fine. Okay, that would be a lot easier for me. I feel a lot more at ease. Both of them seem so friendly, so I don't feel like an idiot for being so apprehensive earlier. Especially about Shizuna, who I assumed would be all business. Well, she still seems like that, just less so, I guess. Huh? Alright, we haven't even touched the assignment. We should start work now, or Shi-chan will get mad. The assignment is also kind of long, so we should start now if you want to finish it before the end of the class. That too. Shizuna glares at the two of us impatiently. I don't need to know sign language to understand that. Okay, I get the message. After class, we can take a walk around the grounds together. It's a nice day today, okay? The assignment is actually very challenging to get through, combining aspects of being both difficult and unnecessarily long. Still, we finished it a few minutes earlier than anyone else in the class, despite a late start. Shizuna and Misha are really capable. They're quite different though. The class rep is as calm and professional as she looks, while Misha is a lot more playful and girlish, not to mention a little more easily distracted. To be honest, the two of them did most of the work. I feel guilty about that. The clock tower bells ring, signaling the end of the period. Time for lunch. Without knowing what else to do, I follow Misha, who is beckoning me into the hallway and down the stairs. We descend even below the lobby, where I meet Muto down to the bottom floor. Just like everything in the school, the cafeteria seems too spacious and oddly modern in contrast to the classic exterior. Its big windows open to the courtyard towards the main gate. It's the cafeteria. Her enthusiastic statement of the obvious makes people around us stare, but Misha doesn't seem to care, so we proceed to the line. There is a rather long list of menu options, which seem great until I realized that many of them are to accommodate students who need special diets. How nice! It almost feels like I'm back at the hospital, eating portions measured with scientific precision to meet the needs of the patients. I pick something at random and follow Shizune to a table, sitting opposite of her. As I nibble indifferently at the food I'd rather not eat, Misha pokes me in the side to get my attention and points to Shizune. I don't understand the sigh, so the point escapes me. Maybe looking at a person who talks to you is proper and polite. Do you want to know something? What? About anything. We're guys, so we should ask if this is something. I wonder. Ask about the library. Oh yeah, is there a library in the school? Lately I've gotten into reading a lot, so I'd like to check it out. Misha gives the kind of frown that makes it clear she doesn't consider reading a hobby, but then picks up her smile again. There is. It's in the school second floor. We can show it to you sometime. Thanks. I return to my field while the girls talk between themselves. Misha and Shizune sang back and forth very animatedly, throwing sideways glances at me, but Misha refrains from translating. Maybe they are talking about the secret girl stuff or something. I quickly notice a conversation inside is not enough to fill a silence. We arrive in the classroom early, but we're not the first. A dark-haired girl I noticed before is slumped over her desk at the last row. She jumps a little when Misha crashes into the room with elegance of a rhino. She shrinks deeper into her seat. I can feel her tension all the way from here, as if she were slowly turning into stone just from my presence. Misha and Shizune either don't notice or don't mind it, as they walk directly past her to the seats and begin to converse. I'm left wondering about her, even when the classroom slowly fills with our students, and finally, the teacher. Getting into the rhythm of school feels strange. It's as if my brain remembers how this is done, but my body doesn't. Towards the end of the class, I start yawning and counting the minutes left. I shouldn't be this tired on my first day of school. Maybe it's the long time spent in the hospital that made me like this. I'm even feeling physically weak and lifeless. Before long, the final bell rings. School is finally over for the day. Beside me, Misha and Shizune are having a short conversation. After a bit of deliberation, Misha turns to me. Unfortunately, we can't stay and show you around today, Hichan. We got to hurry already, so there's a lot of work for us to do. You'll find your way around here, I'm sure of it. Wait, the teacher said I have to see the nurse. Where do I have to go? Is that so? We can only show you that much. Come on, the nurse is at their own building, so we have to go outside. We joined the flow of students making their way down the stairwell and outside, with the girls pointing out the senior classrooms in the same hallway as ours. When we get outside, the girls make their way to the smaller building right next to the school. It's built in the same style, so it looks like it's actually a part of the main building. This is the auxiliary building here. There's a lot of official and important stuff inside, like the Yamako Foundation office and all the nurses' office. They even have a swimming pool. How is that official? Don't be silly, Hee-chan. It's for physical therapy, of course. Anyway, all the nursing staff facilities are in there too. The head nurse's office is on the first floor. You'll be fine from here, right? We'll be going then. See you tomorrow. Yeah, thanks. Bye. A whole building for stuff that has nothing to do with the actual education? I guess it's necessary for a place like this. I walk in, hoping that this really will be only a quick visit, like the teacher said. On a white door on the left is a green cross with the text Head Nurse and a nameplate. A voice from the inside responds to my knock almost immediately, but I can't quite make it out. It sounded a bit like an invitation to open the door, so I invite myself further in. The room is not large, and it smells strange. A friendly-looking man turns around on his office chair to face me as I enter. His desk is neat and tidy, but the bin under the table is overflowing with used medical utensils, and there are at least a dozen coffee cups lingering on the desk. Hello there, what can I do for you today? He is young-looking and sort of ragged, but the dimples in his cheeks wash that impression away when he smiles. Are you the nurse? He smiles like a person who has heard the same question hundreds of times. Well, yes, I am. It says on the door, no? You can call me just by my name, or just the nurse, like everyone else. Of course, I shake him off my confusion, realizing I should probably grab his extended hand. His handshake is rather firm and friendly. Right, I'm a new student, and my homeroom teacher told me to come and meet you. My name is Hisao Nakai. His eyes light up with revelation as he snaps his fingers. Oh, you're that Nakai. I was just reading your file in the morning. Some kind of chronic arrhythmia and related congenital heart muscle deficiency, right? He gestures me to sit down in a vacant armchair in front of his desk. Yes? Good. Well, you've probably been briefed about the school enough, so I'll just go over this quickly. You have all kinds of facilities available, mostly physical therapy and such. There's always someone from my staff around, even at night, so never hesitate to call us if there's a problem. The famous 24-hour nursing staff. Wow, this is like a hospital. Well, not exactly. For instance, we don't do brain surgery here. His jaw feels out of place, so I'm left thinking why he said it. Yeah, just that it's really weird to have so many medical people at a school. You'll get used to it. I'm not sure of that myself, but I don't let the nurse know it. Now, let me just find your file again. While he searches for something on his computer and shuffles stacks of paper around, I let my gaze wander around the room. It's the epitome of generic, I like to say. Beige walls and ceiling, dark grey laminate flooring, and all the equipment you'd expect from a school's nurse's office. Even the ridiculous educational posters are hanging on all four walls, reminding me to eat properly 3 times a day and from all the food groups. Smiling, the nurse draws a thick file from a stack of similarly thick files and opens it. So, you already have medication for arrhythmia, so remember to take your pills every morning and evening or it won't be much help. Apart from that, do you do any sports? Rash stuff like, I don't know, boxing? He grins at his own joke, but I don't. Well, I play soccer occasionally with some classmates. Alright, I'm afraid I'm going to have to recommend you refrain from doing that, at least for the time being. Oh, my lack of reaction makes him raise an eyebrow, but really, I'm not too bothered by him forbidding me to kick a ball around. I guess I never did out of burning passion for the sport, just to have something to do. Any kind of concussion might be very dangerous to your heart, and risking another attack is not a good idea. Was the previous one caused by some concussion to the chest area? There's no mention of the cause in your papers. Not exactly. I sized up the question acceptably, and he glances at me over his papers with a more serious expression on his face. Still, you need to keep your body healthy, but some exercise would do you good. Have physical therapy and such available, as I said. I don't think you really need such heavy measures. Just get some light exercise regularly. Brisk walks or even like jogging, jumping rope and that sort of thing. Swimming maybe? There's a pool here. So I was told. You were? Very good. At any rate, I'm sure you've been taught this before. You just need to take care not to overexert yourself. He wags his finger to emphasize the point. No need really, I heard this 1,000 times already. Absolutely no unnecessary risks. Take care of yourself. Okay? He goes over my papers one more time and sets them on the desk, obviously content. Good, that's it then. Come meet me if you ever need something. I'm ushered out before I even realize it. A quick visit indeed. I end up standing in the front of the main building, and the exterior building, although to my eyes, they still look one and the same. It's the first real look I get at the other students, so I watch people coming out of the school, going towards the gate of the dorms. Everyone seems to know where they're going. I still keep thinking that most of them don't look special or being students at a special school. And again, neither do I. Does that make me one of them? One of us? I should go somewhere to prevent me from getting lost. It's around dinner time, but I feel tired instead of hungry. The weariness in me only grows as I trudge towards the dorms a little apart from the main building complex. There is a garden of sorts between the school and the dorms, shrubbery, flowers, and that overbearing smell of fresh cut grass that fills the atmosphere. It dawns on my tired eyes that the smell feels novel because I haven't been outside at all for so long. The dorm building is big and made of red brick. Like the others, it feels way too pompous for what it is, so I push forward, going inside. It takes more time than necessary to fish out the key I was given from my pocket. Room 119. Despite the ornate exterior, the inside of the dorm is fairly new, functional and boring. It's like the main building, the halls and doors are wide to accommodate wheelchairs. Same goes for the elevator at the end of the hallways. I poke my head around the corner of the common room door. Inside, a few students are watching the television. One nods and gives a quick hello before turning back to the TV. Seems that only the girls around here are sociable. I suppose that's perfectly fine with me. I climbed the stairs to the upper floor. Alright, I think that will be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed, and yes, see you next time. Bye bye.